Y'all know what it is. Katy Perry, Juicy J. Let's rage.
Okay, so to start this look, we're going to go in with Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original formula. First, I got to put my hair back, get it out of my face a little bit. Alright, that's better. Now we're going to go with Naked Basics by Urban Decay. Get a brush. I'm going to use this brush. I got in a Birchbox, I believe. It's just a fluffy brush. I'm going to go in with the color W.O.S and kind of set that primer potion. Dust off any extra and just kind of cover the entire lid with it. Sorry, I don't know what my tongue is doing. It just happens when you start doing your eye makeup. Yeah. Just going back and forth, making sure to cover the entire lid. Alright. Then we're going to go in with the Naked color, and we're going to use that as our transition color. So with that same brush, going in, getting right in the crease, windshield wiper motions, just back and forth, and then start slowly going into circular motions, covering that entire crease area, making sure that it blends nice and easy when I go in with other colors. Just keep doing that until basically all of the product is off of the brush, and there you go. I'm going to go in and do it on the same side. Same thing, windshield wiper motions. I start on the outer corner so it's darker and then kind of work my way in. You don't want, especially for this look, you don't want the inner quarter to be too dark. You want to still keep it bright and lively with the colors that we're going to use. And there you go. I'm going to go into the Naked 3 palette. I love this palette. It's got a lot of pinky tones to it, perfect for Valentine's Day. So the first color we're going to go into, I believe, is called Liar. I'm not sure. I will link it down below. First, got to take the sticker off of the mirror. It's a bit tricky. So I'm going to go in using that same blending brush before, and we're going to just go back into that crease area and blend it out just to add a little bit more dimension to that crease and to bring in those pinky tones that I want to use, especially for Valentine's Day. So again, windshield wiper motions to circles, just to make sure there's no harsh lines and blendability is where you want it to be. There we go. Oh, we're going to go back in with that same color and just do the same thing on the other eye, where we're just blending, making sure we add enough color into that look. Windshield wiper motion. Now we're going to go into a little bit of a lighter shade to kind of clear things up a bit. Go a little higher with that, opening the eye up and making sure again that there's no harsh lines in this look because that's not cute. Now I'm picking this darker shade. It's got a little bit of sheen to it. I'm not sure exactly the name of the color. I will link that down below as well. We're going to go in sticking pretty low in that corner just to add some depth and dimension to it so it's not all one tone. Gives it a little bit of sex appeal, which, I mean, we all want for our Valentine's Day look. And so we're just going in, and I'm using a Naked 3 blending brush. It was just a brush set I bought on a whim online. I really like it, soft bristles. Again, windshield wiper motions to smaller circles. You want to blend up and out. And don't worry if it's looking a little bit messy. We will go back in and clean it up. That's why we haven't done the face yet. Now using just a flat brush. It's all synthetic. This brush is from the company Dollface. I got it online again. Just kind of on a chance, and they turned out to be really great brushes. So now I'm going in with the color Buzz, which is a really pretty deep pink very sparkly, and that I'm going to pack the color all over the lid. I first started doing swiping motions, which is not good, so you really just want to go in and pat that color on to pack that color in there. You want that to be the focal point of the entire look. That is your pink that we are bringing in. Again, I'm not a huge pink fan, so this look was a little bit out of my comfort zone, but this palette just brings so much life and dimension. It's so different than anything else I've ever seen. So again, I'm just going in and packing that color on. You'll see it starts to look a little pink, but not crazy like bubblegum Princess Barbie pink. It's just like a nice soft neutral pink with some glitter, and it looks really, really pretty and very elegant. These shadows are great. I've always loved Urban Decay, and these naked palettes do not disappoint. So there I am lip syncing because, you know, you've got to get ready for with some music. I believe a little bit of Maroon 5 Sugar. Oh yeah, dance break. Because you gotta have fun. Don't really know what I'm doing there, so I apologize. I got a little bit of fallout on there. So now I'm going in with the color Dust. And what I'm going to do is dip my finger into it, and I am actually going to just pat that on the center, right where my eyeball is, the roundest part of my lid, and just add a little bit more dimension, kind of like a halo effect, just because I wanted to make that area really pop and stand out, and still just kind of having some fun. I mean, that's what makeup's all about, right? Now I am going in with a pencil brush. This is, I believe, a Bare Minerals. Yes, Bare Minerals. It's the smudge brush. But I'm going in with the color BlackHeart. It is a black with pink and gold flecks in it, which is really, really pretty. And I am just going to pack this in on the outer corner to add some more depth and dimension. Make it a little sexier because, again, Valentine's Day is the day of love, but I just like to add a lot of depth in that outer corner. Now I'm going to take a blending brush. This is a fluffy brush from Crown Royal Brush, I believe it's called. I don't know. I will add it in the description. And just blending it out. I don't want it to be harsh, but I'm also trying to keep it very low and in that outer corner, just like so. And then adding a little bit more color to it, because when in the blending process I did lose some of that depth and dimension, so I wanted to add a little bit of more. And there we go. So again, don't be worried if this is getting a little bit messy. We will go in and clean things up. It is much easier to go in and clean up before you add your full face. And another lip sync session, so you know, just trying to have a little bit of fun and not be so serious. So we're still packing that color just mainly on the outer corner, a little bit into the crease, but not past the halfway mark. And then we're going to blend again, because blending is the name of the game. That is the one thing I have learned while doing my own makeup, is you blend and blend and blend, and then you blend until you can no longer blend anymore. This palette does have a little bit of fallout because with Urban Decay eyeshadows, there is packed with glitter and sparkle. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for there, but, and there we go. We're going to go in and clean this with the Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Palettes. These I love. They're great after a long day, and we are just going to swipe under, clean up fallout, clean up, and give us a nice chiseled edge to that look. There we go. And again, this is why you don't want to go in with a full face of makeup before putting the eyeshadow on when you're using sparkly shadows that cause a lot of fallout, because you will ruin everything that you have worked towards. We're just going to clean that up, clean up the under eyes, make that edge a little sharp. There we go. So now we're going to go in and prime the face. I have been using this Nieva Post Shave Balm. Unfortunately, mine came broken, but it was the only one left at the store, so I figured I'd rather have a broken one than not have one at all. So we're just going to go in, rub it all over the face. This is a really great primer. I heard about this through Kathleen Lights, actually, and it is just so nice. It's so refreshing. You kind of smell like a sexy man. but it's just very moisturizing, and you will start to feel it as you work it into the face, get a little sticky, and that's how you know you're ready to go. Now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Foundation. I have dry to normal skin. I do not have oily skin whatsoever. I wish I did have a little bit of that oil to my skin. And I am in the shade 115 Ivory. Now I am going to actually add a little bit of my face serum into the foundation. You're about to see that. Just to add a little bit of nourishment to my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that in just on the back of my hand with my finger. And once that is done, I will just kind of place it around my face to get ready for applying the rest of it. Just a couple dabs. That way you just don't get too much on there, but I add a lot of little spots to my face. And I'm going to go in with a Morphe foundation brush. I love Morphe brushes. Had a little bit of cat hair on there. Sorry, I got a lot of animals at home. And I am just going to work that into my face, making sure everything is nice and even, blending it out, buffing it out. Make sure that we get the ears because you don't want that harsh line. That's just not cute on anybody. I haven't met a single person who can pull that off, but hey, to each his own. We're just going to go ahead, blend it down to the neck, make sure everything looks flawless and natural. That's what I am all about with my skin makeup, is I do not want to look like an Oompa Loompa or like I have a cake face. I like a natural finish to the skin, and I like to go in and just make sure everything is nice and blended. There we go. And now, time for concealer. And I am using the Maybelline Fit Me. I believe this is the lightest shade because I am paler than a ghost. We're just going to go in and make little dots under there. And then drag it down and make the upside down triangle under the eyes. Fill that in. I've got a lot of redness on my cheeks right now because my skin is so dry and I live in Ohio. The Ohio weather is horrible this time of year. I believe last week it was like 60 degrees and now it's below freezing. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Just get that nice little under eye triangle, brighten things up a bit. Get around the nose because every woman gets that red around her nose. And I'm also going to bring it up to my forehead. I tend to make a lot of facial expressions and I'm already starting to get some fine lines up there. And that is what I use the concealer on my forehead for. And, you know, more dance sessions because why not? We gotta have fun. It's the weekend. Got a little blemish there, add a little bit extra. Now I'm going to go in with a Real Techniques wet sponge. It's a little bit dirty right now. And just blend that out. You want to make sure that you go in a pat type motion. You don't want to swoop it across. You just kind of want to pat it out because if you swoop it, you're going to lose all the product you just put on, and nobody wants to waste money, especially makeup. So just take those extra few seconds to pat, pat, pat instead of swoop around, and it's going to blend and look so much more natural. And it's just going to feel great on the skin and give you that flawless finish. It does take a few extra moments, but it is definitely worth it in the end. So definitely you want to pat it out, blend that out. I prefer the Real Techniques brush over the Beauty Blender. I've always been a Beauty Blender fan, and I discovered this. I think I got it at my Kroger for like $6, and it is a godsend. I will not go back to the Beauty Blender. And I just kind of finish it, go around the rest of my face just to kind of cover up anything that I need to. And there we go. Now I'm going to go in. Oh yes, gotta work the hair a little bit. Just got my hair cut. So now we're going to go in with e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I love this setting powder. I got it in the original formula with the sparkles, and we're going to go in with an e.l.f. blush brush. I love this to set my foundation, or my concealer, sorry. And just kind of go work in and out. So you want to start on the inner corner, pat it. You do not want to swoop this as well because it will pick up your extra product. I just kind of swoop at the end to make sure everything looks flawless. So then you're going to go back in and kind of just go up and down with your brush, work in and then out, in and then out, and then if you need to kind of clear everything up a bit. And then I will go in with the NYX HD setting powder. I love NYX. It's such a great brand and so affordable with such high quality products. I'm going to shake it and get the powder onto the lid, and I am going to be using the, I think it's just a doll face, yeah, just a doll face powder brush. I got this on a set on an app called Top Powder, and it's just like an auction website, and I think I got this entire like brush set for 10 bucks. It was great. It was a very lucky purchase I had made. So I just kind of set everything just to make sure nothing's moving. I tend to have my foundation move on me, so that's why I like to set it before I go out for the day. And there we go. Now that we're all set, it is time for contour, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Contour Kit in the powdered contour. I'm going to use these two shades here, mix them to carve out my contour. And I'm going to use a contour brush that I got from TJ Maxx, actually. They have a great beauty selection. I am a bargain hunter. I love to find a good deal. So I am going to go ahead and carve out my contour. I'm going to start from the tip of my ear and kind of bring it down in that angle. I had a hard time figuring out the right shape to get my contour, so I get the most product toward the ear, and then kind of blend it out, and then go in with circular motions and blend that contour out. Yes. Oh, I love this contour brush. I think I got it for $3. It is the best thing I have ever got. TJ Maxx just has great products when you would never expect it. So I'm just going to go ahead and go on the other side, get most of my product towards the ear, bring it down, and it is harsh. Ooh. But don't worry, this powder blends like a dream. So we're just going to blend, 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 get that natural finish to it. Make sure it looks even. There we go. Now we're all carved out. Just need a little bit more blending there. I noticed it was a little harsher than I wanted. So now I'm going to go in with those same two colors, and I am going to contour the rest of my face because it gives us a more natural finish if you do add a little bit of bronzer and contouring to the entire face instead of just the cheekbone area. It looks like you have just kind of gone to get a little tan, you know. It just adds a little bit of life to the face, especially with me being so fair-skinned. I need to contour a little bit of everywhere just to add that life and dimension in, so I don't look like such a ghost. So definitely want to blend in the highlight, blend it down to the cheekbones, make it look very natural. There we go. So then we are going to go in and use, I believe next I get some, oh, we're going to blend out a little bit more because it looked a little harsh. So we are going to blend a little bit. This is just an angled brush from that Dollface brand, and I dropped something, so clumsy. Now we're going to go in with the Lorac blush and contour palette. I got this on Haute Look. I don't know, I just got in a bronzer and blush mode, and this is just the e.l.f. blush brush. And this contour kit is in the color Hot and Spicy. This is a little bit too orange for my skin tone, but I put it on, it looked a little bit pinky, so I was like, you know what, we'll just roll with it. Gotta dust off that extra product because it is pigmented. Look at that pigment. Oh gosh, gotta go and try and blend that out a little bit. But you know what, we're gonna work with it. We're gonna make it work. Kind of, see, just gotta, yep. Notice this is way too pigmented for me, so we're just gonna blend, 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 try and even that out a bit. And we're just going to go on the other side, do the same thing, go down to the apples of the cheeks, and swoop upward. I need some color to my face. Again, I'm super pale, so we just need to add a little bit of life and vibrancy to my face. And then realize I pretty much like it. So this is going to be the angled blush brush from Morphe. Again, I will add all these brushes down below in the description. I don't know the names right now. I packed up all my things. And I'm just going back in with the bronzer to add some warmth to the face because I'm a pale girl and I can't get enough bronzer. So just add that out, blend it out a little bit, make it look a little bit more natural. We're going to add it to the forehead as well, just to blend everything, make it look a little symmetrical. So it's not such a harsh contour. Bring it down to the chin, blend, blend, blend. If I could give any tip, it would be to blend. Now we're going to highlight. This is the Becca highlighter in Opal. I got this in a set that Sephora had. It was $20. It came with the liquid opal and the powdered opal, and I love it. I just cannot get enough of this highlight. It's a beautiful color. We're going to go in with this concealer brush. I don't know, I just saw it in my collection and I was like, you know what, this will make it for a very precise highlight. So go in, kind of sweep around. Notice I need a little bit more highlight because why not? It's highlight. So just add some more to that. It's a nice gold, kind of beigey highlight. I love Becca's highlights. And there we go. Got the desired amount of highlight, and just do the same thing to that face. Get that cheekbone, carve it out. I love this highlighter. Cannot wait to add more to my collection, and I just decided let's take it on the nose, and we're going to add a little bit to the Cupid's bow because we want to make our lips pop. It is Valentine's Day, so we're just going to add a little bit to that, make the lips stand out a little bit more. I do have a very thin upper lip. Now we're going to go in for brows with the Anastasia definer, brow definer. In my shade is Auburn. I just got my hair done and dyed. And just, I love this. I never actually used the W.O.S, which is crazy, I know. I did the NYX version of the W.O.S, which I absolutely loved, and then I saw that this one came out. And I realized that I just needed this in my life. It's so easy to do my eyebrows. We're just going to fill those in. It has that, it's tapered at the top and it comes a little bit wider. It just really makes your brows go by so easily because, I mean, a good brow can make or break you. And here we go, just kind of carving them out, making sure that they look alright. And yeah, you know, you gotta check yourself out here and there. So I go for a more natural brow look, but you can do whatever you would like. I love dramatic brows. I just don't like them on me. So I just kind of go with the natural shape of my eyebrow and fill them in. I am very fair skinned, so I do really have fair features when it comes to brows and eyelashes. I have to always have my brows filled in and wear mascara. And there we go. It is just that simple. I did not fast forward this, nothing. It took me literally maybe a minute to do them all. Now we're going to go in and add a little bit of highlight. We are going to use the shade Strange. It is like a matte vanilla-y pink. I don't know. It's a really good brow highlight. It does not have that sparkle that you would expect an Urban Decay highlight to have. It's not really a highlight. It's just a highlight in this palette. So I go to the very high arch of my brow and blend it down because I do not like harsh lines. I kind of go with my finger there just to blend it a little bit more. Your finger is your best way to blend. I've done this technique for years, so going to do the same exact thing on that side. Sorry for my gaping open mouth. It's just what us girls do when we get ready. So now it is going to be time for eyeliner and the lower lash line? No, inner corner highlight. We're going to go in with the color Dust. And just dust it in the inner corner. Just blend it in, this adds a little bit of pop to the look. I'm using a smaller flat brush from Dollface. And there we go. Just kind of blend, again, using the finger just to make sure everything looks just blended and beautiful. You know, time for a dance break. We need that in our life. So now it is time for the lower lash line. I'm going to use a flat definer brush and go back in with that color BlackHeart. I absolutely love this color. For someone who does not like pink, this is a great color. It is just so different. I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to go in and just line that lower lash line with this and bring it. I don't take it all the way to the inner tear duct. I just kind of bring it out. And now I'm going in with the Perversion liquid liner from Urban Decay. I absolutely love Urban Decay Perversion. It is my favorite line. And I am just doing a very subtle line. I don't want to do a crazy cat eye. I don't want a very thick line. I'm just going in ever so gently, getting a almost tight lining here, just to add a little bit more dimension and depth to this look. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Just need to get a better mirror. This is the bane of my existence, using a liquid liner, but it adds such a great look to any makeup look you're going to, so I cannot really skip this step. And just trying to make sure everything is evened out. I do pull my eye, which is a no-no, but I need to have a straight liquid liner. So that it just makes your eyes absolutely pop. This is the blackest black. I love it. It was an accidental purchase of mine. I'm going in with this NYX eyeliner in the shade Light. Just to add some brightness under there, because the outer corner is so dark. I lined my under eyes with a very dark liner. So why not just brighten those eyes? I am a big proponent of brightening the eyes. No one wants to look very squinty. We all want those bigger, bolder eyes. So that is what I'm doing. Now I'm going to coat my lashes with Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. This is hands down the best mascara I have used. I like this so much more than Better Than Sex, Roller Lash, all of those mascaras. This is hands down my absolute favorite mascara, and I got it in the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette and was not expecting to love it, and I fell deeply, deeply in love. And then we're going to go in with a lip liner. I forget what it is called, but I will add it in the description. I got it in a BoxyCharm. It goes with the Ofra Americano, but it is not an Ofra liner. This, I know the color is Cinnamon, so we're just going to line the lips. I do tend to overline a bit. I do have thinner lips. You'll see me overline a tad bit on the upper lip just to add some dimension. It's just, I hate my lips. It's a big insecurity of mine. So we're just going to go in and then make sure that is all even. You know, a little kissy face, why not? Then I am going to grab my Urban Decay Naked lip gloss in the shade Say So. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not. And just go over that to add a real girly touch and real glossy lip. This isn't a too neutral of a lip or too bold of a lip. I think it's just the right dimension. I'm not a huge fan of just neutral lips, but you don't want to go too bold with it with such a smoky look to the eyes. Then, of course, my ride or die Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And spritz that all over the face. Let that set, and you are good to go. I hope you enjoyed this look. I had a great time filming it and just playing around with some makeup today. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, comment down below, like the video, let me know what else you are looking for. And I hope you have a great and wonderful Valentine's Day. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day. Bye.